Guten Tag, Deutschland. It is a profound privilege to be asked by your Defence Minister to deliver a message to you on this sacred Veterans Day. My last visit to your remarkable country was to Düsseldorf 2 years ago for the Invictus Games, and it remains etched in my memory. The warmth, the enthusiasm, and the unwavering support shown by the German people for our global community of wounded service personnel was truly humbling. You certainly delivered on your promise to create a home for respect. That spirit of camaraderie, forged on the sports field, mirrors the unbreakable bond that connects veterans of all nations. We understand each other, regardless of flag or uniform, bound by shared experiences and an enduring commitment to service. Veterans are more than warriors. They are leaders. Living testaments to resilience and moral courage, they understand that loyalty must never lie with power alone, but with the people and with truth. As someone who has worn the uniform and stood shoulder to shoulder with brothers and sisters in arms from across the world, including many of you, I know that the weight of service is not carried lightly. We serve not to glorify war, but to protect peace. Not to follow a single voice, but to uphold a collective oath. To country, to people, and to the principles that bind us together as free nations. Germany has shown the world how memory, accountability, and unity.
On a bright Californian morning, sunlight filtered through the lush trees and the gentle breeze carried a sense of anticipation. The day felt special, as if the world itself was pausing to witness a moment of significance. I stood in my Montecito garden, surrounded by the vibrant colors of nature, to deliver a message that held deep personal and historical meaning. The tranquility of my surroundings contrasted with the gravity of the occasion, making my words feel even more heartfelt. Today, June 15th, 2025, marks Germany's very first National Veterans Day, a day set aside for reflection, gratitude and honor. It is a moment for the nation to pause and remember the sacrifices of its service members. This year it also coincides with Father's Day, adding another layer of meaning for families across Germany. The request of the German Defense Ministry, I spoke not as a distant royal figure, but as a fellow veteran, someone who understands the bonds of service and the weight of remembrance. Bridging continents and histories, I wore my military medals with pride, a symbol of shared values and respect. I greeted Germany, Guten Tag, Deutschland, with a gesture of respect and solidarity, hoping to convey my admiration for their new tradition and my support for their veterans. My words, spoken from the comfort of my home, were filled with sincerity and warmth. I wanted to close the distance between us, to let the German people know that their journey toward remembrance is seen and valued far beyond their borders. I concluded Vielen Dank und einen schönen Tag, thanking the German people and wishing them well as they embrace this new tradition. It was a heartfelt farewell, but also an invitation to continue building bridges of understanding. This simple act of speaking their language was a deliberate and meaningful connection, honoring Germany's journey and its commitment to remembrance. It was a small gesture, but one that carried the weight of history and hope for the future. In just a few words, I celebrated a new chapter of respect and unity, one that brings nations and veterans together, reminding us all of the enduring power of remembrance and solidarity. At the heart of my message was the unbreakable bond among veterans, a connection that transcends borders, languages, and even generations. No matter their flag or uniform, veterans share a sense of purpose and understanding that is instantly recognizable wherever they meet in the world. I spoke from experience, united by sacrifice, discipline, and duty. We form a brotherhood and sisterhood that endures long after the conflict ends and long after the uniforms are put away. I called it a privilege to speak on this sacred day, envisioning a global community of veterans dedicated to peace, healing, and mutual respect. My work with the Invictus Games has shown me that beyond the politics and national interests, veterans everywhere share the same motivations, the same sacrifices, and the same hopes for a better world. For a British prince to embrace German veterans on their first National Day is a testament to Europe's progress, reconciliation, and the healing power of shared experience. I reminded all that our common humanity is our greatest strength and that veterans, with their unique perspective, are essential voices for a peaceful and united future. Veterans are not relics of the past, but leaders and role models, in building a world defined by mutual support, hope, and the courage to create lasting peace for generations to come. I praised modern Germany as a model for the world, showing how memory and unity can become sources of strength. Germany's post-war transformation, facing its past with honesty, has made it a cornerstone of democracy and stability. In these turbulent times, Germany's leadership in safeguarding European peace is more vital than ever. My words were not just flattery, but recognition of Germany's essential role in today's world. I acknowledged Germany's decades-long commitment to peace, diplomacy, and international cooperation. True strength, I said, comes from moral character, not just military might. By turning memory into unity, Germany shows the courage to build a better future. I held up Germany as a beacon of hope, proving that reconciliation and democratic ideals are the foundation for lasting peace. I fondly recalled my visit to the 2023 Invictus Games in Düsseldorf, where Germany's warmth and support left a lasting impression. The Games were more than a sporting event. They were a testament to Germany's respect for veterans and the resilience of the human spirit. I praised Germany for creating a home for respect, honoring the sacrifices of service personnel from around the world. The Invictus spirit, overcoming adversity and supporting one another, should guide this new Veterans Day. Hosting the Games was a milestone, establishing Veterans Day as a natural continuation of that journey. Together, these moments tell a powerful story of respect, healing, and recognition. Drawing on my decade in the British Army, including challenging tours in Afghanistan, I have seen firsthand the realities of service and sacrifice. Those years shaped my understanding of duty, camaraderie, and the true meaning of leadership under pressure. I spoke as one who has worn the uniform, who has felt the weight of responsibility and the pride of serving alongside dedicated men and women. We serve not to glorify war, but to protect peace, a truth forged by witnessing the costs of conflict, the loss, and the hope that follows. Every act of service is a commitment to a better, safer world. Veterans are more than warriors, they are leaders, living testaments to resilience and moral courage. Their experiences shape communities and inspire future generations. The skills forged in service, discipline, integrity, teamwork are invaluable to society. These qualities extend far beyond the battlefield, enriching workplaces, families, and neighborhoods. Veterans are not to be pitied, but empowered as leaders and moral guides in civilian life. Their potential to contribute is immense, and their voices matter. I stress that loyalty must always be to the people and to truth, not to power alone. This is the foundation of trust between the military and the society it serves. This principle is the moral compass of military service, and I thank the Bundeswehr for their steadfast commitment to these ideals, which unite us across nations. As Captain Wales, I spoke directly to German soldiers, not from a royal pedestal, but as a fellow veteran who understands the challenges and the pride of service. It was a message of deep respect, shared purpose, and enduring gratitude for all who serve. In closing, I called on all citizens to renew their commitment to protecting the freedoms that define us. Safeguarding democracy is a shared duty, not just for those in uniform, but for everyone. Liberty is not a passive inheritance. It's an active mission for peace and dignity. I urged reflection on what truly matters: openness, justice, and mutual respect. My message balanced remembrance with hope, calling us to build a better world on the foundation of service and sacrifice. For all who support our work, thank you. Your encouragement empowers us to continue building bridges of understanding. My message of unity, peace, and democratic strength is one we can all embrace.